Yo, what's up, people, man? It's your boy King Dion here, bringing you some NBA 2K18. One of many things about this game is it doesn't know what a contested shot actually is. I don't know when this came about. I believe maybe in NBA 2K16 is when I started to notice that shots, what they count is heavy contest on this game, because you won't be able to see it here because I've passed the moment and it doesn't show up in instant replay. But I have shot feedback on to where I can see how heavily I was defended, whether it was light, open, smothered, heavily contested, right? I can see that stuff. It pops up in the left hand, the left top left corner. This was registered as a heavily contested shot. Now, I still made this shot, but you look at a shot like this by NBA metrics, this is actually wide open because this is clearly beyond 6 feet in game feet. Anyway, it's beyond 6 feet, so this is a wide open shot. You know, and by watching basketball in real life as much as I do, and having experience of shooting a basketball, any halfway decent shooter, this is a look that you do not want to give up to any halfway decent shooter. You most certainly don't want to have a guy like Ray Allen, Curry. You don't want to even have Gary Harris on the other team. You don't want to leave Damian Lillard here like this. You don't want to leave Paul George. You don't even want to leave Westbrook. This is too good of a look for Westbrook to have. You know, this is wide open. You might as well not even contest at this point. And you know what the crazy thing about this is he actually almost blocked this shot. Like, not almost, but he got a lot closer to this ball than he should have. Now, I understand NBA players have supreme athletic ability, but maybe I'm nitpicking about that part. But nonetheless, this is a wide open shot that was registered as a contested shot. Now, sometimes some things about this game I just don't know about, and I don't know why they are the way they are. You know, this seems like something that can be easily fixed by, I don't know whether it's the CPU's logic isn't smart enough, so they react. The developers know that their logic isn't quick enough, isn't smart, or they aren't quick enough. You know what I'm saying? They aren't, snappy enough with making decisions. So what they do is they they widen the proximity of what a contested shot would usually be to compensate for the computer's lack of, snappy awareness. And maybe that's the reason why, because other than that, I can't think of anything else. Because you look at the way screens work in this game, and they're just so can do. Like, they're predetermined. You get sucked in the screens quite often in this game and get all the way out of the play to leave shooters open. That's not done naturally or organically. It's just a lot of things, and I can understand that, because if it's not, then you'd probably never be able to get open shots, right? But this particularly, like, happens a lot, and the shooters are getting these wide open looks, dude. Like, and their count is contested, but the thing is, these shooters are getting looks like this. And in the NBA, you get a good shooter, he doesn't see these, not without deep offense. He won't see this. Not without running deep sets, they usually won't see shots this open. A guy like Curry, any guy who's a threat to knock down shots that they really want to get a hand in the guy's face, they'll probably see a look like this maybe once or twice a game. This will probably be the cleanest look somebody like Curry, or even close to the level of Curry, of shooting. Even on that same, like, even a good shooter. We'll say a good shooter that the defense is trying to key in on. He won't see, this kind of look. Like, but maybe like once a game. And we can go back and we can look at my box score. I'm shooting 4 for 8 from 3, right? I'm shooting like 50% out there. So this is pretty threatening. I have like 4 threes. I think it's the third quarter. I don't know what quarter it is, third or fourth one. I have like 4 threes, and overall, this guy's pretty threatening from three. He's probably like high 80s, and then his contested three is also high, and that's the reason why he made this shot right here, is because he does have a high contested three, laying in about like an 88. And he has the silver Deadeye badge. So this is why he made this shot. But I should need a badge, and I should need any type of special ratings to be boosted to make a shot this open. And these are the things, some of the smaller gripes I have, because like I said before, I do believe this is one of the better 2Ks that came out, and it's playable offline. Granted, you take into account that it is a game and it does have its flaws, but it is one of the better, more playable 2Ks. Like, I've went into the drive into the basket so many times, I'm not touching that one no more. But and this is something that can be fixed for NBA 2K19. Now, I don't have like too much faith in NBA 2K19 because they're not gonna build on this and refine this. What they're gonna do is they're gonna go way over to one side and try to please like the casual fans, because I want defense to be tuned a bit. I want it to be kind of tuned up in a bit to where, like I said in the last video, I'll go into it one more time, is where it's not the drive into the basket, it's the help defensive rotations. Guys are not rotating early enough. And what I mean by that, let me use this cursor to tell you. Help defense is not this. Help defense is not a player driving to the rim and getting right here, and then getting right here in the paint, the dotted area, and then a defender stepping up. That's not help defense. That's not good help defense. If a guy runs in the paint who can finish, gets like in this area, and he already gets into his gather, that's the reason why back in the day, before they allowed you to load up and lock in on 3 players and without actually guarding the man and start staying close to players, offensive players, when they tried to drive, before they started doing that, that's what was going on. Guys was rotating late. You look at a guy like Michael Jordan back then, guys was going to the rim and rotating late, and they weren't rotating until he got into this dotted area, and that's way too late for a star like that. Once he get in the air and he can contort and twist, no way. So I think people are misunderstanding what actual help defense is. That's when a guy gets in the paint. That's not help defense. Help defense is when I attack right here, a guy is right here to prevent me from going into a comfortable gather to the rim and either having to get rid of the ball, turning it over, or being forced into a really tough shot. That's what help defense is. Help defense reacts early. If it gets too late, you get into this dotted area, then you're in trouble, period. So I wanted that to be refined, and the on-ball defense, I wanted it to be harder for the bigs to hold on to the ball while driving. It actually needs to be a lot harder for a big to hold on to a ball while driving, right? But I wanted it to be that way, and I wanted animations that made sense 90% of the time. And then by that I mean, if I run directly into a guy, give me the bump animation. If I get the slightest step over him, let me get a hip ride animation. Do not brick wall me back unless I deserve to be brick wall back. Like, I don't want to see NBA 2K17, and that's probably the last time you'll see me go into that. But I put these videos out and hope that developers from 2K will see some of these things and they'll go head on and fix something, because I made so many videos about the brick walls from NBA 2K16 and NBA 2K17. I made so many videos about people bumping me off track when I had angles on people. What happened when we got NBA 2K18? That was not a thing. That it wasn't a thing anymore. It was fixed. Granted, it came with some other issues, but it was fixed, and that's why I put these videos out. So anyway, man, moral of the story: this is not a contested shot, 2K. This is not defense. This is a lapse. Okay, don't register as a contested shot. This is a wide open shot. Peace out, people. It's been your boy King Dion. Later.